Capricorn, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. I popped in to see what you need to be talking about at this time. What you need to get off your chest, man. What you need to say. I really feel like your throat chakra is a little blocked right now. I'm not even joking. You know, where I feel like you're not being completely transparent about what the things is, what it is that's going on with you, what you know, how you're feeling. I feel like you're kind of staring at, you're doing things to distract yourself, either to distract yourself. Either you're watching things online somehow, you know, or you're looking at your supplies. Heavy on having some really dope creative supplies that you're staring at, and they're just staring back at you. You know that Diddy meme? Where he's staring back and forth with the guy, heavy on the you and your tools, your creative tools staring at each other this way, or your spiritual tools, you know, where you may tell yourself you don't have enough, somehow you need to fix this, but some of you need to be talking some confidence into yourself, letting yourself know that you can do this. That's what you're really missing. You kid yourself somehow about where you don't have enough of something. You know, and you very well may be limited somehow. You may be limited, have limited experience somehow in doing what you're doing. You don't really know what you're doing. You're not up to it. Or you've never done it before, and so you're not up to it because you think that you can't do it. You think that you're not going to be good enough. You're talking yourself right out of it. You're finding excuses somehow. You're finding things that, you know, are wrong. Or finding, you know, things that are wrong, things that you feel aren't working out. I don't have everything I need. I'm not ready. I don't know enough. Heavy on the talking yourself out of a lot of your blessings. You know, not getting started the way that you need to because of the way that you're communicating with yourself. So heavy on the, you know, mirror work. I'm hearing mirror work, but this is really a thing where you need to start looking at yourself in the mirror and speaking some life, some love into yourself, building up your confidence, you know, counteracting your negative thoughts. And a lot of times you say some really wild shit out loud, you know, like, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, or, you know, I'm such a dumbass, or, you know, I'm such an idiot, or whatever the hell it is that y'all saying to yourself. 222 on the clock. You better balance this out. It feels really, really heavy somehow. It feels really detrimental. It feels unhealthy. I'm not even joking. But you have to protect how you talk to yourself, but also how you speak to your loved ones. You know, how you speak about your endeavors, how you speak about what it is that you're excited about, and whether or not, like, you block your blessings before they even stop. Your anxiety is through the roof. It's really somebody's name could be Ruth. You know, somebody's name could be Ruth. Your anxiety is through the roof, though. Truly. But you break your own heart. Nobody's breaking your heart right now. You're breaking your own heart. For some of you, you're really lying about something. I'm not even joking, not even a little bit. You're really lying about something, and you think that somebody doesn't know. I feel like I've been tapped into this for a while with you. I'm not even joking. For some of you, there is a Virgo in the mix somehow. Or a Leo, or a Cancer. I don't know. But some of you, it's a Taurus or a Pisces. Whatever. Start calling out signs, heavy on the hearing signs. Seeing the signs, ignoring the signs. But yo, where you're lying about something, you're doing something that you know you have no business doing. You're lying about where you're okay. You're lying about who you're dealing with for some of you. You're lying about where your heart lies. You're lying about being over something, being over someone. You're lying about where you're going for some of you. For some of you, you cannot get out of this terrible habit of betraying someone. You're really doing something that you on the betraying someone, or this is someone dealing with you, but you know, where it's time that you just have a conversation, because the way that you've been going about something is not going to serve you. It hasn't. You haven't even where you've gotten bad luck, bad karma because of this. Have you on the, you know, shit not working out for you the way that you want to, and you pretending like you don't know that it's because you're not living right. That a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're not living right. And some of you, you've been talking crazy. You better watch how you're talking on your phone. Heavy on this energy, 444 on the clock. You better protect your phones. You better protect how you talk on your phone, or when you're talking, you don't know who's listening. Heavy on the somebody's in the background listening. Could be your children. For some of you, it's your children listening to you have wild ass conversations, or you talk about things that they have no business, hearing. Or for some of you, something transpired where you weren't feeling so well, you weren't so close to your phone somehow, or you were healing, or you needed a moment. Somebody's been in your phone. Someone knows what you're talking about. Some of you just had to have a conversation you had to talk to someone who you live with, someone you're in close proximity to, about a conversation you had on your phone, an important conversation that you had with someone on your phone. You have to relay the message to someone who's close to you. This could really be a good thing, a powerful thing, a positive thing. It just could be painful somehow. In regards to where you haven't been healing. Or what needs to be healed. For some of you, you were injured somehow. You were laying down. You were injured somehow. Or you were sleeping a lot somehow. Or you're not, everyone are not sleeping. You're not sleeping well enough. For some of you, your dreams are attacking you. You're having crazy-ass nightmares. More so than ever. They can get really violent. Or other people's nightmares or other people's dreams or nightmares are your actual reality. You've lived these things, you've lived these nightmares, but you may still have nightmares about where you've lived some real traumatic shit. You may not be communicating this, but you absolutely need to, because you need professional help at this point. For some of you, you were down, you were needing to heal, you were sleeping because you needed to heal, or you were in bed, you were bedridden somehow. For some of you, being in the bed, whether this is your depression, your anxiety, a headache, or physical body pain somehow, something going on in your stomach, heavy on the pain in your stomach. Your stomach could still be in pain somehow, even if you feel like you've recovered for the most part. There's still pain. Something is not right in your stomach, or there is pains in your stomach. Some trauma in your stomach, trauma to the womb, trauma to the stomach, trauma to your womb. That you have to discuss, you have to talk about. You do not want to, for some of you, but for others of you, this trauma somehow you haven't healed from this, or you were laying in the bed somehow. Somebody got a hold of your phone. For some of you, someone saw something for a lot of you, this was your partner. Your partner saw something that they shouldn't have saw in your phone, shouldn't have seen in your phone. Where you were talking to somebody you weren't supposed to be talking to. You were being really bold in the communication that you were having. You could have even initiated it. Heavy on the some of you, this is not for all of y'all, but some of y'all been talking real dirty to somebody, having real nasty sexualized conversations with somebody. Meanwhile, they're with somebody. They're married, or you're married, or they're in a long-term committed relationship, or you are. Somehow it's wrong. You know this. Some of you just can't get over where somebody was doing this. You need to switch this. They're not even doing this anymore. Let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, source guide, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and Mercury to see what they need to be talking about at this time. Please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Some of you're so scared to be honest about where you don't love someone anymore, where you don't want to be with them anymore, where your heart is elsewhere. So heavy on you being deceptive. Some of you, you were dealing with someone else this way who couldn't speak up, couldn't be honest. But some of you want to go right back to somebody who deceived you, who you haven't been in contact with. You want to speak to them anyway. You feel like like you're owed answers that you're not going to get, but you want to have it anyway. You want to have that discussion anyway. You could be really single, you could be really alone somehow, but you want to get your hands on somebody. You want to talk to somebody face to face. You want them to explain themselves. Meanwhile, it's somebody who hurt you, somebody who lied to you, someone who gaslit you, someone who manipulated you. It's like, what the fuck do you want them to say to you? More lies? You want them to say, I'm sorry, please forgive me? Like, what do you want out of that? Have you on this? You're not gonna get any closure, or what you're doing is not going to end well. You're trying to do it anyway. You're hell bent on doing it this way. You're really blocking your blessings. You really cause your own anxiety. You get stopped up by fear. It's getting even worse. The energy is gaining momentum. It's getting even worse. For some of you, you've been separated from someone for so long that isn't good for you somehow. Could be a Cancer or a Leo. Could be a Cancer or a Leo. Could be a Pisces somehow. Could be another water sign. Anyway, you've been separated from somebody that you know isn't any good for you, but you can't wait to get back to this person somehow, or you know how you're interacting with them is no good. You know, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. For some of you, you're dealing with a Taurus. I think I said that earlier, but this person is locked down somehow. This is somebody's father, or somebody's husband, or somebody's wife. This is somebody who may make a lot of promises, or may talk a real good one, but it's nothing practical, it's nothing tangible. Some of you, you're really fucking up, or you're really fucking up something that you have that is tangible, you know, or not practical, I should say. Something that is solid, something that is stable, for something that is absolutely not, and you know better than this. You know that it's not going to serve you, but you keep doing it anyway. You really believe that luck is on your side about this, or luck has been on your side in regards to you not getting caught, or so you think. Nothing will come of this, though. Heavy on the nothing will come of this. You know, it won't work out the way you think it'll work. As you keep heading down the path the way that you've been heading down the path. For some of you, you're really harsh when you speak to somebody. You're really harsh when you speak to somebody. You speak to them as if there's somebody else that you were dealing with. They're not this person. They're not the old version of themselves. Or they are not who they remind you of. Heavy on the, they're not who they remind you of. You know, someone may trigger you very much. And you start thinking about somebody you used to deal with, you know, your mama, your daddy, an ex. It's time to take action, and you feel like you're really called to flex your muscle. Have you on the flex your muscle? Fight, throw your weight around. Because it triggers some type of insecurity within you, you know. Step out of your comfort zone, yo. You know, allow yourself to move forward, to propel forward, to stop doing what you've been doing. For some of you, you're about to start venture off, do something brand new you've never done before, you know. You're getting, you know, heavy on the getting in your creativity bag, yo. Getting in your creative bag is not even a game. You know, but you don't really believe that you can manifest the outcome that you want, that it'll actually work out the way that you want, that you want, and that's why it absolutely won't. So you better change this shit. 11:55, 1 o'clock. You know, it will not. If you keep telling yourself this, don't let your past hold you back. Your North Node and your South Node is out here, so you know you need to be careful. For some of you, you need to slow your fucking roll about where you're passionate about something. For some of you, you haven't been passionate enough about someone that you ain't leaving, that you want to be with. Heavy on the adjustments need to be or adjustments are required. You lying, heavy on the you lying, yo. You lying about what you're passionate about someone you're just not passionate about. You're not even attracted to them for real. Nothing is yet set in stone. Somehow you know that you're trying to get something to work. Or there's nothing set in stone with a water sign for some of you. You know, but you know you're trying to get something to work, trying to get something off the ground somehow, and you don't even believe in how solid it is, how stable it is. You don't think that it'll actually go anywhere, you know? For some of you, it's your confidence that's blocking you. It's your confidence getting in the way, and you be lying to yourself about this. Truly. You're going to manifest the end before it even truly begins. Some of you, I don't care, you've been with someone so long that you just think it's the end, but you ain't walking away from this person. You're comfortable living a double life, or you're comfortable living a lie somehow. You're comfortable lying to yourself about where you're in a good space, and you're absolutely not. Because it's, even though you're uncomfortable with the anxiety or in the depression or in the anger, you're even more uncomfortable forcing yourself to heal, looking at the parts of yourself that is attracted to these toxic ass people, or or you are the problem. You are what's toxic. You're the one being toxic now, where someone has stopped. For a lot of you, someone has stopped. They have done their best to stop being toxic, and now you're being toxic. And you continue to move forward with this as if this shit is not going to backfire on you, as if it's not going to have, you know, you're really out of balance. You really need to get your priorities in order. I'm not even joking. You're using the poorest judgment. You know, everyone to telling lie after lie after lie for some of you, and it absolutely has to stop. Ooh, and then I shuffled again, and judgment came out again in reverse. It absolutely has to stop. You know, you think you're in love with someone you're not, that you need not be in love with. Your emotions are really out of whack somehow. You don't know how to be nurturing, be loving. You don't know how to live in your truth. Some of you, if you do not want to be with somebody, you do not want to continue with them, you do not love them, then you're only kidding yourself, or you're using them. Have you on the using them to your benefit somehow? And it being really wrong, and you pretending like you don't know this. Have you on you pretending like you don't know this? You know, wanting to blame other people somehow for where you're out. You know, for where, you know, Your outcomes are not manifested the way that you want to be. You know, you lie to yourself. You're real confused about what it is that you have, you know, where it's going. Confused about your marriage, someone you're committed to. Confused about what the right thing is, what God is telling you to do. You pretend this, though. You ain't fucking confused. You know you're doing the wrong thing. You know you're taking something out on someone who doesn't deserve it. You know that you're treating someone some type of way that is going to have direct negative effects on you somehow. Have you on to be careful how you get them, because that's how you lose them. Someone's going to break your heart the same way you're breaking someone else's heart for some of you, you know? Or it's only a matter of time before someone stops trying to work on something. For some of you, this is something that you're trying to get off the ground. Some type of new work, a new job, a new business endeavor somehow, spiritual work, creative work, something of this nature that you're not getting to because you don't believe in yourself. You don't think that it's gonna work. You're prejudging yourself. You're too fucking hard on yourself. You know, you talk yourself right out of getting to work before it even starts. I'm going to leave this here, and then we're going to go over to Patreon for the part 2, because I want to see whoever you're dealing with, what they have to say to you, because I don't feel like they're in the dark the way that you think that they're in the dark. I also feel like you're dealing with someone who never promised you anything. Have you 15:55 on the clock? You told yourself that they did. You know, they never promised you anything. This person was always they've always been the same person, or they stand on this is where they stand. They are not changing. You know, you're waiting for someone to change their mind. They're not going to change their mind. For some of you, this is someone who you want more out of. You know, you want to be with somehow. That they've told you no more than once. They've shown you who they are more than once. You don't want to fucking believe it. For some of you, this is someone who has told you over and over again, I'm not going anywhere. I love you. I'm not going to go back and cheat on you. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to walk away from you. I'm not going to abandon you. I'll always be here. If you don't believe it, you can't wait for them. You can't wait to think that they're lying somehow, or you keep thinking that they're lying somehow. Anyway, this is your reading. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post a video for you, Capricorn. I'm about to call you Cancer. Some of you dealing with a Cancer. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can find all that information in the description box below, along with my link tree, where you'll find my Cash App and my PayPal. If you feel called to leave me a donation, it'd be greatly appreciated. You'll also find a link to my Patreon, where part 2 of this video will be, and the links to my IG pages, at the Big Body High Priestess, where I do daily check-in videos over there, and at priestess.mage.wayfinder, where we have a spiritual family business run by me, my mom, and my husband. We make some really dope products. I've already showed you guys the manifestation honey pen, but I'm showing you again because people are going insane for these. You know, for all my spiritual smokers, this has honey, citrine, the stone of manifestation, cinnamon, and rose inside of it for you to manifest the hell out of your life. Write your intentions on the inside of your rolling papers and manifest while you smoke your L's. We also have as you can see that we also have smoke blends on deck. This is rose, lavender, and chamomile. We're gonna have different types available this week, or later on this week. Check us out. If you're interested in hip hop, check my latest album, The Many Faced Goddess, streaming everywhere. I love you so much. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Bench. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.